What is up, y'all?
Hi.
What is up? What is up? Welcome to Jeffro's FishKeeping. I'm your host, Jeffro, and this is my lovely co-host, Phoebe.
Hi, guys.
And tonight we are doing, for the first time in a long time, a Q&A.
Mm.
If you are new to the world of YouTubes, if a YouTuber does a live stream that says Q&A, they will sit here and say nothing throughout the whole live stream unless you ask them a question.
No.
That's not how it works. I do want you guys to do some questions and answers. It's
So you
all
want them to answer it themselves?
questions and answer them yourself. No, I do want you guys to ask some questions tonight. Just make sure and do the at Jeffro's FishKeeping. And other than that, we'll just do like a little hangout thing tonight. I do have a topic that I've been wanting to do for the last couple weeks, but I really want to sit down and focus on that topic before I actually do it. And I didn't do any homework or anything this week, so thought I would just do a Q&A. And so how was your day?
My day was okay. Thank you for asking. I slept.
I was going to say, did you have a nap today?
I did have a nap today.
I thought it sounded like
slept
you
for
were
like
napping.
3 hours today.
Yeah. I really wanted to, but I couldn't. I tried. I sat in this chair and tried to take a little bit of a nap.
You could have laid in that bed right there.
No, it was taken.
Who?
It was full. The bed was full. Terry's Tropical Tanks is here. What is up, Terry? Dank Tanks is here. Yo, Dankle. Just like an ankle, but with Dank along with it, you know. And Cooper's Aquatics is here. What is up, guys? Third Coast Aquatics is here. What is up? You guys want to do some questions? We'll do some answers tonight. Is what we're doing a little Q&A. I haven't done one of those in a long time. I hope everyone really takes advantage of it, especially the new people to my channel. If you can really think of anything to ask, because every week we just kind of, you know,
yip and jaw slap all night long.
Right, and that's originally why I started doing my live streams, was to give everyone a chance to ask me whatever they want. If you watch my video this week and you have any questions or anything, hit me hard.
Ask them like, why, Jeffro, why do you always wear the same outfit every time you go live?
Yeah. This is the only thing I don't have any other clothes.
Aww.
This is all I ever wear.
You're so poor.
Looks like we got some more people coming in. We've got Tiffany White here. What is up, Tiffany White?
Hey, girl.
Howdy. We got Carrie from Science Gal Aquatics. What is up, Carrie? Nice to see you. Yesterday in the afternoon, I had a little bit of time and I was on the computer and I went back and looked at the footage that I took at your house almost 2 years ago. It will be 2 years ago this May, I want to say. I think I'm right. 2 years.
I wasn't there.
I think it was 2019. It was the year that my niece graduated. And all this time, the biggest reason why I hadn't shot it, I took a year and a half off of YouTube.
Slacker.
That'd do it.
Slacker.
But since I've been back, the reason why I hadn't really shot it is two things. Like, I thought it would be dated. And then also, I didn't think that I shot enough, but I looked at it and I've got enough to make a video. I've got everything done, really. So I am going to make that video, and hopefully I will have that one coming out this next Thursday. So Science Gal Aquatics Fish Room Tour.
Well-deserved video.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see that one.
Same. All right. So we got a bunch more people popping in here. We dropped off at Carrie. So we got Greg the Guppy Guy.
Hey.
Petroman 1185. Xana Doo hashtag MTS. Dang Tank says, wait, she knows me? Uh-oh.
Who knows me?
Everyone knows Dank.
I do. He talks about you all the time.
I know, right?
I do see your text message when they pop up on the phone.
Yeah, his triple text. Dank's one of those buddies of mine. It used to drive me crazy. Now I'm just kind of used to it. Dank can't just send one text and say everything that he wants to say. He says it in like boom, 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 boom. You'll get a beep, 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 beep. It's multiple texts right in a row. It used to really, I would razz him about it.
Would you?
Oh, yeah. Deborah Lewis is here. What is up, Deborah? We got Deborah Sanders. We got Deborah Lewis and then Deborah Sanders. Oh, hashtag MTS is from Fish Room Fever Stream.
Oh, okay.
Now you're talking.
It's all making sense.
All making sense, guys. Multi-Tank Addiction is here. What is up, guys? Greg the Guppy guy is here. Already said that. Jeff Tanks is here.
The other Jeff.
El Tropico is in the house. What is up, Jason? And then we got Kenny from, or it could be Danny. It could be Danny or Kenny. Danikin Aquatics is here.
Oh.
One of the crew. Danny or Kenny. What is up, Danny and Kenny? We'll just go ahead and say it that way.
Danny,
you know what
Kenny,
I mean? Because
yeah.
the last live stream I watched last week, she said that she goes to live streams under that too.
Okay.
And then every once in a while, Kenny said that he'll go to his other channel and go to live stream. So it could be Kenny, it could be Danny.
What's that, Danny? They stole your name.
She said, there's only one Danny in this world. Oh, God, she wants mommy.
Right on time.
All right, we got Tom Chick. What is up, Merrick? Let's see. Smiley. Whoa, there went the chat. Chat.
Jump around.
Jump around. All right. Dougie from Bald and Dangerous is here. How's it going, Jeffro? What is up, Dougie? Nice to see ya. I'm doing really good, man. Today it got into the 30s.
Real scorcher out there, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm telling you, we had -9. Well, we had -0 temperatures for almost 2 weeks here. Ugh. And what day was it? It was like Thursday. I forgot something in my car, and it got up to 10 degrees that day. And I went outside without a T-shirt, and I'm not kidding you.
Without a T-shirt?
Or with only a T-shirt.
Yeah, you never do that.
I went out there, I'm yoked, you know? No T-shirt, ripped. I went out in only a T-shirt. No. I went out fully clothed, but no jacket, okay? A T-shirt.
There we go.
All right, we're back on track here. But anyhow, I honestly, it was T-shirt weather to me. It was like 20 degrees warmer than what it had been, honestly.
Yeah.
So,
that
craziness.
Nice. It was nice.
Now I'm going to forget where I was.
You're down.
Yeah, you're right. Smiley Aquatics, that's where I left off.
Yep.
First time in the stream. Well, welcome to the live stream. If you're still here, Smiley Aquatics, we welcome you. We have a lot of fun around here. I've been a YouTuber for a long time. I've got some pretty cool videos. I've got probably 450 videos on my channel. So I challenge you and any other newcomer that is in this stream right now, hit that subscribe button. I'm sure there is something on my channel that you will like. I guarantee. I guarantee. But welcome to the live stream. And we hope that you just start coming back. We do this every Saturday night, and then I upload one edited video every week. And that could get more. I mean, there's been times where I've live streamed 3 times a week. There's been times where I live streamed 3 times a week and uploaded twice a week.
But now Danny's here.
Danny, she lets me edit. Like the other day, I edited a video with her.
She's like, no, I won't.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
You love me.
No.
You love me.
No.
Yes, you do. She does love me. She's a daddy's girl. Well, she's a mommy's girl too, though. Okay. We actually took her to a babysitter for the first time this week. So for the first time in the 3 months that this baby has been on this earth, she was away from one of us. She's always been with one of us for 3 months. Mm-hmm. And she did good, honestly.
She did good. The babysitter was like, yeah, she's a special one. I was like, yeah, she is. I named her Dana for a reason.
Yeah, she said tricky. She's tricky.
She is tricky.
All right, let's see.
You can skip Furlough.
Eric from Furloughs Aquatics. He dropped the and more. No. It was Furloughs Aquatics and more. He dropped the and more. So welcome, Eric. Eric says, what's up, Jeffro and Phoebe? What is up, Eric? Mm-hmm. Nice to see you. And welcome to the live stream. Let's see here. John Bedker is in the house. Fish swap tomorrow. I know I was thinking about that the other day. Now Phoebe's got to work tomorrow though, so it's for sure out of we're not going to be able to go. I was thinking the other day, the biggest reason why I'm not going to go because I don't have a whole bunch of tanks set up, and I know what happens is you get there and you're like, I gotta have it. Come home with like a 100-gallon worth of aquarium plants, you know?
Like, Jeffro, what are you doing?
When they shared it on the Facebook the other day, it was a picture, and all you can see is plants laying on the table everywhere. And I'm like, oh, I need plants. I need plants so bad. It's okay. I'll get there.
Those plants are doing really well, though.
Those plants are. It's turning into a jungle. It's about ready for a big colony of fish. I know that the tank is, it's cycled. It's ready to go. I could put fish in there, no problem. I've got plecos in there. I've got shrimp in there. I've got snails in there. It's cycled. It's ready to rock. It's locked and loaded. Select Pet is in the house. Tank Top Tropics is in the house. We got Vinoxky Tanks. What is up, Vinoxky? It's nice to see you. Hopefully I'm not blaring you guys out tonight. I keep on leaning over. Hello. It kind of feels good to go live.
Were you missing it?
I was missing it.
Well, last week it was rough.
Last week I got worked over. This little girl over here, she was like, bam,
I watched that playback and it was so...
Did you watch it?
It was cringy. I was like, oh, my baby.
I almost didn't go live, but...
He was like trying to hit the mute button and didn't.
Yeah. Dank texted me. He was like, it's not muted, man. And I was telling Phoebe that with Danny, like, shut your mouth or something like that, you know? Danny. No. If you get grumpy with Danny, she gets grumpy back.
Oh yeah, she don't put up with that.
She don't put up with grumpiness. She's a
empath.
Well, she feeds off of your energy. So if you're not nice, she'll be not nice back.
Yeah. That's right, girl.
Yeah.
That good word.
You're a good girl. She wasn't bad. It's just she didn't want me to do anything other than
talk to her.
Right.
Like right now, she probably thinks you're talking to her, honestly.
Hi, Danny.
She's been watching it this entire time.
Hi. You give me a smile?
Nope. Nope. Now she's
okay. All right. Scott's Aquatics is here. What is up, Scotty? Big J's Fish Keeper is in the house. Remember, guys, this is a Q&A live stream, so anybody have any questions, especially to the new people that don't know anything about Jeffroz FishKeeping, make sure and just at Jeffroz FishKeeping, and I'll try to answer it to the best of my abilities.
He specializes in pleco, side note. So if you have any pleco questions, he's the guy to ask.
Yeah, I could talk about plecos all day long.
Yes, he
could. Shush it. Kara C is in the house. Rocco's Fish Room is here. What is up, guys? Nice to see you. We got James from Fish Room Fever. Thanks a lot, James. Nice to see you. The Zen Ginger is here. Hello, Danny and her keepers. Zen Ginger said hi. Kira Corey Dorable is in the house. Jeffro's Fish Keeping. How to make a cute baby. Well... we have often talked about how good we did. She is really a cutie, and her personality is adorable. She tries her best every time that she's been asleep. When she wakes back up, she tries her best to not make eye contact with you.
She'll ignore you
for as long as she can. And then when she finally does make eye contact with you, it's just smile ear to ear. And just goo-goo faces. And like right now, she's goo-gooing at me. But we did really good. We were blessed. Danny is really adorable. Big time. We got Jeremy in the house from Sergeant Tank. What is up, Jeremy? Nice to see ya. Talked to Jeremy yesterday. I forgot to tell you. Really nice to hear from him. He's doing pretty good. Dank says, remember when you left your camera on? Oh, my God. Do I ever.
What did he do?
I can't remember what I was doing, but I was acting goofy. I was like, you know, like thought the stream was over.
Just normal.
I hit end stream, but it didn't end. And everybody was lighting my phone up.
It's hilarious.
They're like, man, hey, you're still alive.
Don't take your pants off.
I know, like, that could really get bad.
Oh Oh, hold on a second. I'm sorry. I got distracted because I seen my child's name, Leia Sundin.
Ooh,
Hey, Leia.
hey, girl.
It's my daughter.
Nice to see you.
Little cutie patootie.
I know, right?
How are those Oreos, homegirl? They're being delicious. I hope you put them back downstairs.
We got Sand Creek Aquatics 2 in the house. What is up, Amy? Nice to see you. Welcome to the chat. Peplin Creek Aquatics is here. Nice to see you. Jeff and Phoebe, what do you do in the case of bad weather? Lost power, not water, like so much of us are dealing with right now due to the freezes. Well, I hear you, girl. And we're really lucky this summer, not at my house in Oskaloosa, but here this summer, we had a storm called the Derecho. And we were without power for a whole week here, but I didn't have an aquarium here then. But over at my house, the electric was still going, luckily. But it is something that every fish keeper really needs to think about.
Have like a backup plan just in case.
The one thing that I do have on my side downstairs whenever I do my basement, for the most part, I am going to be able to have just one central air pump, so it's not going to take too much electric to run that. So that's a smart thing. I don't have a whole bunch of that. Really, a person needs to have a generator is what they need to do. They need to have a generator to at least be able to run like some electric heaters to keep your pipes from freezing.
Well, when I was a kid, we didn't have power outages or anything like that because I lived in Cali, but we did have a large fish tank in the living room. Some of the things that we would do, you can always boil water.
Yes.
And pour it down in there. That's a good side tip.
Well, that would work here too, because this last summer when our power was off, we were still able to take hot showers. We didn't stay the night here because it was getting 80 some degrees every day. We stayed at her boss's house for like 4 or 5 days, somewhere around in there. But when we would come here and take showers, we could flush the toilet, all those kind of things. It's just the electric wouldn't work. So like right now in the wintertime, it would be dangerous. Our pipes could freeze. Our fish tanks could freeze, all that kind of stuff. So I did hear someone the other day talk about how you can get those hot hands and you can put them in a Ziploc with some rocks.
Okay.
And then you put them down in the aquarium and then they heat up the bag and it heats up the water a little bit.
Also, I don't remember who was saying it. They were doing it. I think it was, oh God, I think it's Bob. I think it's Bob. And then he was saying that you could boil water, same concept, and put it inside like a pitcher and hang it off the side of the tank so it kind of warms the water.
Right. And see, we would be able to do things like that. I think what we really need to do to be smart, because the Derecho could happen again, it wouldn't hurt in the summertime so much for us because then you could open up windows and stuff like that to let air circulate. So it's not, and plus my fish room is going to be in the basement. So overheating in the summertime if the power went off, you would just want to be able to run circulation. So like the one central air pump, some kind of a small generator to be able to run your furnace, to be able to run your, the refrigerator, because our refrigerator, we were boneheads. We didn't think to take everything out of the refrigerator, and our refrigerator, it was so bad.
Jeffro went downstairs to take care of the basement. I don't even know what you were doing.
I was hooking up our washer and dryer.
Excuses. I had to clean the refrigerator.
I was hooking up our washer and dryer.
So disgusting.
I just got them before the Derecho started, but had never hooked them up yet.
Oh, another thing that they can do is they can cover the tank. So that's what we used to do too. When
Trap
it broke cold
trap it.
Try to trap the heat. Just cover it.
Right. Yeah. That's a good question, Ginger.
Yes.
Or the Zen Ginger. Zen. Rob from T and Aqua is here. He's talking to somebody else. How many tanks you have now? Well, I've got 2 5-gallon aquariums downstairs for the kids. They've just got some little live bears in there and some snails. And then I've got this 55 up here. I do have some aquariums to move, though. My house is like a fish store, honestly.
Basically.
It's so cool. I've got like tons of driftwood. I've got tons of rocks. I've got tons of substrate. Like I've got bags of sand. I've got bags of coral. I've got bags of planted aquarium soil. I've got tons of lights. I've got tons of heaters. I've got tons of filters. And it really is literally, and I've got tons of fish food. Like, I think I'm actually going to make a video about how crazy it is, because it's like going to a fish store, but I already own it all. I don't have to buy anything.
You should probably do some giveaways. You were talking about
I know, right?
Maybe next week we can.
I know. I do have a ton of Indian almond leaves that are already in USPS little bags. So I'm thinking about doing a giveaway of those, because everybody likes to get some Indian almond leaves.
Yeah.
And I've got tons of pleco caves. I probably got 200 pleco caves.
You can give giveaways on that too.
I know.
Like,
and those are cheap to
Those
are cheap to ship too.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
And it's like, no, I love those.
That is so funny. It's probably true. It's like Pat said. Up there went the chat. Let's see here. John Bedker says, I bought a 12,000 watt generator and I'm going to have a transfer switch installed this summer so I can hook it up straight to my house. That would be so cool.
That's smart.
That would be so cool. Let's see here. ER Aquatics is here. What is up? If I missed any questions, I'm really sorry. I was on the highway in Iowa when those storms hit. It was not fun. Yeah.
Goodness.
We had to go work down at the campgrounds to help them clean up. And our house, our neighbors kind of helped us at our house. At our house, the neighbor lost a tree on the northwest side of the house that came down on our fence, and then knocked that down and destroyed our apple tree. And then in the front yard, we lost a tree that went down and took out our power lines and our internet lines, and came down right in the front yard, all the way on top of my work van out in the street and everything. And then 6 shingles came off of the roof and just rode skid marked on the top of my new car. But then at the campgrounds, it was Monday through Friday, sun up to sundown cleanup.
Well, the campgrounds, it's like a KOA campgrounds, and they have a lot of like trees and greenery, and it got rocked.
And then at the end of all of that, there was wind and different things like that the next week. And that whole big burn pile caught on fire.
Oh, yeah.
All the trees from that derecho storm that we piled up in a great big burn pile. I mean, a giant burn pile, guys.
Huge.
It caught on fire and almost caught like the Alta house on fire.
Yeah.
It got all the way up to the road to the Alta house.
Yeah, thank goodness that my boss is a genius.
Yeah.
Really is. And we had just laid down some gravel.
2 weeks prior.
Literally what saved the venue is that gravel that she laid down. Poor thing. She was out there with the water hose. Like, people were out there with water hoses trying to keep the fire away. But
to me, though, the craziest part of the derecho, and if you guys don't know what a derecho is, it is 100 mile an hour plus straight winds.
But it's almost like a hurricane because there's rain involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was 115 mile an hour winds here. And I had only seen, the highest I'd ever seen was like 70. And I'm on the phone with her because it got black. Like, I was working in the dining room and it got so dark that I had to turn the light on. And it was, 11 o'clock a day or something like that. And so Phoebe calls me up and she's like, you hear about that storm that's on its way? And I go,
as I'm telling this, as I'm asking him, has he heard about the storm? I'm standing at the top of the hill. And the Alta house, if anybody knows what Alta means, it means like up on top of the hill. So you can see this black cloud and this storm literally rolling in like a wave. And it's just black as black can be. And I call him. And then go ahead. Sorry. And
she's like, if you see this storm coming in, and I go, have you heard about this storm coming in? And I go, I haven't heard about it, but it got so dark just a minute ago. I had to turn on the dining room light because I can't see. And so I go to our patio. We got a screened in patio with windows and everything, you know, and I'm standing there watching it. And I'm like, man, babe, it's starting to blow pretty bad out here. And then all of a sudden, great big giant trees that you can't wrap your arms around are breaking in half across the road and just destroying houses and stuff. And then our tree goes down and I go, babe, I knew where she was. She was working in a big steel building. I said, you got to get out of there.
Yeah, so he was like, baby, you gotta get out of there. And I was like, oh, it's fine. I'm from California. Never seen weather like this. Like, the worst thing we had was a little rock and earthquake that barely shakes the fish tank. Little rain, nothing like this. So the storm starts coming in, like it starts coming in real bad. And I'm standing in this warehouse, and he's like, baby, you gotta get out of there. And then it's already here. Like, if I were to run, like, stuff is flying. Like, we have a campground on the property, and the campground's chairs are flying, patio furniture is flying, flags, like furniture is flying through the air. I'm like, I'm pregnant. Like, I was like, how many months was I?
God, big and pregnant. I didn't mean it that way. Like 7 months. Like August, September, October, November. You were 6 months along. 6 months pregnant.
So I'm hecka pregnant, right? And I'm standing in this still building. He's gonna pay for that later. Standing in this still building, and I was like, the only thing I could think of was I gotta close these doors down because I had these brand new church pews that we're supposed to we're supposed to use for the venue, and I'm up there sanding them down, priming them, getting them painted to look pristine. There's a couple other pieces that I was working on up there, and there's like, I have to save my stuff that I've been working on for weeks. So I'm closing down the warehouse because stuff's starting to fly. And I close down the other door. My truck is parked on the other side. Then I'm still on the phone with this one, and my boss calls me, and she's like, where are you? Because she knew that I had been working up in the warehouse. And I was like, I'm in the warehouse. She's like, get to the Alta house. And I'm like, I can't. Like, I'm stuck. And then I look at my truck, and my truck is literally rocking. Keep in mind that it's blocked by the still building, and the wind is so powerful that my truck is lifting up. And I'm like, there's no way I can if I get inside that truck, it's going to roll. Like, and we live, like I said, we work like on a hill. So there's corn next to us. So if I'd have rolled, it would have been bad either way. So anyway, so basically my boss is like nervous wreck. They're hunkering down she was at some plant store, and the only thing I could do was I was like, all right, Jeffro, I gotta go. So I'm talking to her, and then my phone starts dying. And she's like in a panic. And I was like, I gotta go because if something happens, I need to preserve my batteries. So I was like, I gotta go. Bye. Can't even hear her because the wind is howling so bad. So I hang up the phone. Okay, go ahead.
And as soon as she hangs up the phone, the great big 15-foot wide by 15 tall bay doors completely suction in, and she starts seeing them. They're like pulsing, and then just all of a sudden, out of the blue, one of them flies all the way through the building right beside her and takes out all the church pews that she was working on. She was sanding church pews to get ready for this event center that she works for, and she'd been working on them. I would say you'd had probably a month of total work in them. At
least a month of work.
And this great big bay door just rips off and just blows right by her and buckles off of the quad that was in there, and then just blows into the other door that was right by her truck, and they both blow out. Mm-hmm. And then the third door suctioned out where it had a big gap like this, and it was all bent and the brackets and everything on it. But she really was saved.
What saved the truck and what stopped the blow from hitting the truck was that quad that was in there. It was
a
brand new quad, was an honor-proof purchase from her husband that I asked my boss to buy, but literally that little quad was what saved my truck from being like completely blown out.
But the derecho was a bad storm, and if I would have had aquariums here at the time, I would have had to have figured out something. And that's something that everybody always says, yeah, I need to really get something. But getting back on track, hearing about all this stuff going on this week, it really does scare a person, and they need to be able to have some kind of backup generator, honestly, because in the wintertime, like right now, we wouldn't have any heat.
Yeah, so it's really smart to have advice. It's smart to have a backup plan, whether it be a generator or...
Because what happens is if you're not prepared ahead of time, even though we've got money to go buy a generator right now, what if everybody else is buying a generator right now and they're gone by the time we get there? Mm-hmm. Because the same disaster is happening to them that is happening to us, and that's most likely what would happen. By the time we would get to somewhere to get a generator, they'd be all out or something, So it's really a good point. Jason from Fish Tropic asks, Jeffro's Fish Keeping, what do you both do for work? I have worked for the last 25 years in the durable medical equipment industry. I am an assistive technology practitioner, which layman terms means that I do high-end wheelchairs and mobility equipment for people with disabilities. And Phoebe works at a wedding. It's not really a wedding venue,
it's an event venue.
It's an event center. They do all kinds of venues, but weddings are their main focus. And then it's got campgrounds attached to it as well.
I'm a venue coordinator.
A coordinator.
Right.
I don't think that I got it wrong because I didn't say what it was. I said you work at it. Let's see here. Anthony's Fishy Friends is in the house, and I probably missed a lot of people because we did go on a big long rant, but the derecho was a big deal.
Oh yeah.
It was so freaking scary. I mean, I seen great big giant trees breaking in half just all over.
Destroying.
I mean, just and just, oh my gosh. And the poor elderly couple across the road from us, their great big giant tree broke in half and just went bam in their roof, just like a toy. It was just like the wind was so strong that it was like whipping these great big giant trees like they were toys.
And after the storm, like directly after the storm, I wanted to come home, make sure the kids were okay. And it probably took me, it's a normal drive of like what, 8 to 10 minutes to get to work. It took me like 45 minutes to get home.
Because of all the streets.
So many streets were blocked off with trees and cars and people checking on their neighbors because that's how bad it was. It was bad.
And it was a month to clean up the city. It took a month to get it all cleaned up really good. It was definitely one to remember. And I think over where John that's in the chat lives, his town, if he moved to where I think that he moved to, his town received the highest winds anywhere, and I want to say his were 140 or 160 mile an hour winds where he lives. Yeah, I know, right? Kara C said that she saw solar powered air pumps on Amazon.
Ooh, that's smart.
That would be smart.
Okay.
Rocco's Fish Room is in the house. I so wish we had a basement here. Not very common in the hill country of Texas. It is going to be nice. My basement floors, the only trick, it's nice because they are sloped. So if there is a leak, it will slope all the way to the drain, and it works like a champ because I've seen water go in there before. But the only problem will be with the slopes. Whenever I'm building my stand, I'm going to have really level them the whole way. Pam from Punchy Paints is in the house. What is up, Pam? Nice to see you. Mike's Aquatics and Things is here.
Hey, Pam.
Select Pet says, Jeffro, did you say you were turning? Every time I go to read a message from him. There's another one, generator. So where is it? Dang it. Select Pets is who it was. Every time I go to read a message from him.
Bear with him, guys.
Bear with me, guys. Anybody that knows anything about these live streams, though, they know that the chat just jumps. It ain't my computer. It's just YouTube. Rob from Tianaqua is here. Select Pets. Okay, there we go. Jeffro, did you say you were turning your other house into a fish store? That's cool. It's been thrown around. I really wouldn't want to, though, because if I did, I'd have an hour to drive to work every day. You know, and fish stores also are a lot of work.
Maybe when you retire.
Maybe someday when I retire. It'd be nice to have, I'm probably got another 17 years of work. It'd be nice to have this channel big enough by then that whenever I retire, this would be like just a secondary job to just do for retirement. You know, I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Sell some fish on the side.
Seed into existence.
Sell some fish on the
side.
side.
We can watch this video in like
I know, right?
2032.
Yeah, that young Jeffro. Look at that young buck.
Look at baby Danny when she was a baby.
I know. Little Danny. All right. I did see there's a lot of chat going on.
Hold on, you.
Oh, Jason says I'm still waiting for my Diablo sauce. We already ate all the Diablo sauce. And now this one over here, though, they're stingy with, you have to actually ask them.
They give you like 2.
Yeah. It's like, thank you. Here's your food. Bye. And it's like, can we get some hot sauce, please? They're like, what kind do you want? Diablo, duh.
Avi.
It's so Avi. Diablo.
Oh, bless you.
All righty. Let's see here. Everybody is having fun with each other. I'm from Illinois in the house my parents bought has a basement. I miss it. Yeah. Basements are nice. And it's actually nice that it's on the bottom floor too. And it's concrete. So
That's
anytime you're doing.
Where basements are, Ben.
Well, I mean fish room for your fish room. So like whenever you're doing water changes or something like that, it's like water gets on the floor. It's not, on your hardwood floor and it's going to buckle the floor and make it warp or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be nice. It's already turning out pretty good. I've got the paint pretty much done. I've got a little bit of touch up to do. And I was going to go and grab some aquariums today, but I postponed it a little bit.
You got lazy.
I did get lazy. I was very, very tired. I popped up out of bed at 6 a.m. this morning. I didn't even have to.
I know.
Like Phoebe didn't have to be to work until 10 today, so we really didn't have to wake up till 8 or so. And I just popped up at 6, just like bam.
All right, Dan.
Dank is talking tokays and
ooh.
Yeah.
I know. I seen. Wasn't Dink the one that sent you the video of his dark frogs?
40 breeder. Yeah.
So cool.
It was so cool. Kevin Rosenberg is in the house. What is up, Kevin? Hopefully you're having a good night. Ahmed Al-Baraway. What is up, Ahmed? Nice to see you. Hopefully I didn't butcher your last name too much.
No, you did.
Deborah Sanders says, Jeffro, we had that with straight line winds in 2003. It was called Hurricane Elvis.
Ooh.
I was out in it when it hit. Very scary seeing trees fall over. Yes. About the closest thing I ever had to this storm. And it was silent. It's so weird. But one year we had a real bad ice storm here in Iowa. And I lived in a neighborhood that had 100-year-old plus trees. And the ice had really took over the trees so bad that you could stand outside and there was no cars driving on the roads or anything. That's what happens during an ice storm. It pretty much paralyzes your town because you can't drive on it. Everything, you walk out on the sidewalk and everything had ice. It was a bad ice storm. And you walk outside and you slip and slide over to grass because you can get a little bit more grip on iced grass, but not much. And then it's just like in this silence, all you can hear is just big trees just breaking and crunch, crunch, crunch. And then you just see a whole tree just go. And then you just hear it.
She loves the animation of this.
You like the animation?
Say yeah, girl.
Little cutie. But yeah, hurricanes would be scary too. Ugh.
That's basically what the derecho was, though. It was like an inbound hurricane.
Right.
Basically.
Yeah, and we really, I mean, I didn't know about it or know that it was coming because I was deep in my work.
I knew about it, but I'm like, oh, it's just a
little windstorm.
Just a little wind, no big deal.
Oh, weird. It's called a derecho. Yeah, I know. Even such an extravagant name. Oh, now I know. We'll never forget what a derecho is. Let's see here. Like I said, do a small. Okay, somebody else. Talking to somebody else. Let's see if we can find any questions here. Fish Tropic asked, do you set up hospital beds? I usually don't, but I did have to set up one this week for the first time in a long time. My company that I work for, we focus on higher end rehab. So like mobility equipment is what we focus on. But if I have a patient that I'm working on regular equipment, I'm not going to tell him, no, I can't do a hospital bed. So I did a hospital bed for one of my quadriplegics this week. But it'd been a long time since I had set up a hospital bed, honestly. But yeah, we do. There's a lot of, we're not a full line company. We're mostly mobility equipment.
Oh, God bless you. Oh, bless your whole soul. Okay, that's enough blessings.
Yeah, cover your mouth. Cover your mouth. No, I'm kidding. Bless you, Danny. Bless you. No, you don't have to cover your mouth. You're not. I tease her all the time when she sneezes. Every once in a while, I go, cover your mouth, Danny. John Bedker says they sold 50,000 generators in 30 days after the storm just in Iowa.
I believe it.
Wow. People were like, no, we're never having that happen again.
We went like what? How many days without electricity?
7 days without electricity, 30 days without internet, guys.
Danny, we're on live. Do you want to save that for
Danny?
Wow. So excuse her.
Yeah, why is your face getting so red, Danny? I can't wait to watch this on replay to see it.
Yeah, but 50,000 generators. Well, you gotta think, like, some people had babies. Like, we had to stay at Dana's. Thank God that the campgrounds had higher priority because they were on that side of the highway.
Well, they were in some kind of main loop too. I don't understand it, but they're on the same loop as the power company. I don't know. But another thing,
there's another one.
There were some houses here that couldn't run their stove. They couldn't run their hot water heater. They didn't have hot showers. We were just lucky that since we got a gas hot water heater.
Oh, we were lucky to have Dana. Let's
not
leave that out.
But like we couldn't have, like if it would have been milder temperatures, we could have just stayed here. Yeah. But it was getting so hot at night. We had the windows open and it wasn't working.
And I was so pregnant. And I couldn't sleep as it is. And I had cleanup to do at the campground that I didn't tell my boss yet, so I didn't have an excuse. So I had to be there. So, but thank goodness for her.
Yeah. We definitely do need to work on getting a generator though. You know,
income taxes are right around the
corner. It'd be real. Yeah, I know. We could do it. Honestly, we do need to put that on a list because that would be a smart thing to get.
Especially for Iowa.
Can you imagine right now though, with as cold as it is? It'd be bad.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, I remember waking up and Selena was freaking out. Yeah, Leia was here with me. Luke was here. Luke slept through the whole thing. Ayla woke up at the last minute. But yeah, Selena knew that it was going down.
Well, dogs are smart.
Yeah, but me and Leia, we pretty much hunkered down through the whole thing, and it was a freaky day.
I can only imagine.
The darkness in broad daylight, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I'm really glad that Luke and Ayla mostly slept through it, though, because they just would have been scared.
Yeah.
You know? ER Aquatic says, Jeffro and all, I gotta run. Have a good night, y'all. Gotta be a New England boy and cut wood and chip ice daily. Well, have a good night.
Have a good night.
And have a good one tomorrow. Are we at the bottom of the chat?
It looks like we are.
Dang.
We need some more questions.
Kevin, the chat might have jumped. Kevin Rosenboom said, or Rosenberg. I knew a Kevin Rosenboom from back home. Kevin Rosenberg. Just redid my twin long with 12 sparkling gourami and 9 SP rasboras. Super cool fish. Sounds like he's been getting some fish weekly, and that's always fun. I can't wait to start ordering. I was going to try to order my CPDs because it's supposed to be 40s this week. I figure with the heat pack, 40s are all right, you know? But they're sold out. I'm going to look again tonight. I'm going to do some fish shopping tonight.
Oh, weird. So shocking.
No, I do not. I do some nights stay up till 3 or 4 in the morning.
And I'm just like,
yeah, like
I'm turning off some lights.
And I try to keep all my tabs open to where I can go back and either show her or I can go back and find it real quickly.
And the other make fun of him because
that's what he did all night. Oh, that's what you were doing all night. Look, boom, boom, boom.
Like filters and fish food and different kinds of fish. I'm like,
and making new merch too.
Baby merch.
Yeah. All right. I used to install and do maintenance on gym equipment at physical therapy offices and such. Cool. Yeah, I started out delivering oxygen and sorry about that, guys. I started out delivering oxygen and just hospital beds and manual wheelchairs and stuff like that. But then my boss had me start troubleshooting on power wheelchairs because I took electronics in high school, 2 years of electronics. And I was a whiz at working on power wheelchairs because of the DC electronics. And it just went from there. I was like super good at being a repair guy, I guess you would say. Geez, Danny, COVID. Oh
no.
no. John says I had no power for 17 days, but I had a 6,000 or 6K generator.
Jeez.
Bought the 12K because the 6 wasn't enough. Dang. Aquahuna has CPDs on their list. Thanks, Filigree. Other than CPDs, what fish do you want the most? Kira asks. It's still so up in the air. Definitely want to get fish that I haven't kept before. I'm going back and forth. Like, there's tons of fish that you can put with CPDs. Like, one night we were doing a live stream on here, and what was the one fish that I really liked a lot? It was a bottom dweller fish, but you didn't like it because you thought it looked evil.
Oh, the one with the red eyes.
I liked that fish. I can't remember what it was called. I'd had to go back and look at that live stream because I named that live stream, you know, and I think I made a bunch of notes too.
You want your notes?
I can try to find them.
These are his notes.
I'm maybe the only one in the world that can figure this out. Let's see here. To-do list. Phoebe's doodling. She was telling me a story that night when she wrote this one.
Yeah.
She was telling me a story about art in school.
Yeah, straight lines, how they curve.
I listen. You're showing me how your teacher. This is not rocket science. This is general science. Her general science teacher was really cool.
You're so hot.
300-gallon ideas. Well, that night, 300-gallon ideas. Pacu, but I'm going away from Pacus. I kept Pacus before, and they get really, really gigantic.
And I heard they're aggressive.
And they're tank busters, and they're aggressive. Whoa.
What is it?
I don't know. And they are aggressive eaters. Like, they'll get it. They're pigs. Gold iridescent shark. Red-tailed catfish. Clown knife. Arowana, and I can get a free arowana right now. Like, Carrie said that she would give me her silver arowana, and I was watching it on the footage yesterday of what I got from her house, and he was even big then, and that was 2 years ago.
That's like pretty huge.
Because she's got him in a 180 now, and back then he was only in a 55, so I bet he's really big now. A black tropical gar, a giraffe cat. Those are ideas that could go in the 300.
He has so many notes.
I get an idea and I write it down. Milk, white bread, chicken, elbows, fruity pebbles. I kid you not. Well, we were gonna eat good that night.
Girl. He's gonna get there eventually.
I can't even read that. Oh my goodness.
He's not gonna find it. It's a lost cause.
Black ruby barbs.
Girl.
CPDs. Pandagara.
That's Pandagara. Is that it?
Pandagara.
I
want to get Pandagaras to go with it. So if anybody in the chat has kept Pandagaras, how many should I get? It's a 55-gallon. And I'll probably get anywhere from 10 to 15 CPDs, I would say. Might get some like cardinal tetras. I've never kept cardinal tetras. Might get some white clouds
I'd like
to go with them, because I know all three of those can go together. I know they can. And they all have a little bit different of a schooling type. Some of them are kind of dart, shoot. Some of them are zoom.
Oh, yeah.
And then the others are just.
She's like, oh, yeah, Daddy? What else?
Kevin Rosenberg. Gosh, I keep on butchering his name tonight. Sorry, Kevin. I really am. What is one pleco you definitely planning on keeping, Jeffro? I would like to keep a Titan pleco.
I don't know. Those look like.
A Titan pleco is a bad mamma jamma that gets really big.
I love your non-cuss words, by the way.
A bad mamma jamma.
Skippers is here.
Tom from Skippers Aquatics.
Yeah.
What is up, Tom? I think he did do a.
I don't think so. Moving forward.
Okay, I already read that one.
Yeah.
You
read that one.
I hadn't read that one yet, but he's talking to Dank. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday we were without power and gas. We live in Houston, Texas. That was awful. Thank God everything is back to normal.
It's Houston.
Houston?
Houston.
Oh, Houston? He lives in Houston, Texas, babe.
Houston, Texas is where he lives.
If you are doing sand, you could do a group of Genophagus altifrons. They're dope. Those sound awesome.
Oh goodness. Oh goodness.
Yeah, the Titan pleco, Kevin. I would like to get that thing. And then another fish that is kind of new to the hobby that I just saw the other day, and it's called a phantom red-tailed catfish. So they have the platinum red-tailed catfish with their beast, but these phantoms are even better. They're iridescent, they're clear almost, but they're white. They're whiter than the platinums, but they're $850 for a 3-inch long one. That's the only thing that turned me off. That's the fish that I've been shopping for this week. I've been shopping for fish up in the $850 3-inch long range. That's what that 300-gallon will do to you guys.
Not doing
Dang.
No. No.
Trust me, I don't have it open in my link anymore.
Okay, good.
I clicked off of it after about 24 hours. I was like, unless that thing comes already full of babies, and it's got like 50 babies in it that I can sell for $850 each.
Okay, well then that's an investment.
I know.
That's
see what
different.
I mean? See what I mean?
Different.
Like, or if you get a proven male and female. But honestly, when you're talking about big fish like that, I would think, this is what I think anyhow. I might be wrong, but I would think that a red-tailed catfish would have to be in a giant pond to be able to reproduce. I bet they wouldn't be able to in a 300-gallon.
You want them to be happy.
Because they can get really, 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 really big, and I bet you they wouldn't reproduce in a 300-gallon probably. I don't know. That's just what I'm guesstimating. All right. Carrie says that her silver arowana is now 2 foot long.
Wow.
He has definitely grown. Yeah, the Zen Ginger just said, yeah, I live in Houston.
Yes.
Oh, Houston. Not Houston. Look, she said not Houston.
The H is not silent, Jeffrey.
Come on, guys. You guys know what I mean. Rocco says, I do have a question for the room. Is there an appetite stimulant I can give my pea puffers? They don't seem to want to eat. Maybe someone in the chat. I've never kept pea puffers, so I really don't know. But I have heard that sometimes they can be finicky. Kevin Rosenberg says that's a bit steep. I bet he's talking about for the catfish. But they're this new dangling one that I'll bet you that's why they're able to get them. There's this, where were they at? If you go to Ohio Fish Rescue's video that they just dropped the other day, their last one. Gosh, predatoryfins.com is where you'll find that fish. I found it in a weird spot though, honestly. I was looking for something else and I came across it. So I don't know if you'll find it in the catfish. I might have been in the pleco section, but it's somewhere on their website, Kevin. The Phantom red-tailed catfish, $850 for like some of them are 6 inches long, because in that video Josh, he was able to pick out 3. Predatory Fins gave him 1, and then they gave Big Rich 1, and then one of the guys that was with them bought 1 to give to Josh and Big Rich, so they got to get 3 of them.
Wow.
And then Paul Cafario, he grabbed one this week too. It's this new fish on the block, and they really are cool. I mean, they're stunning.
Are they?
They really are stunning. I love the red-tailed catfish standard. I love the platinum red-tailed catfish. And now the Phantom. Gosh, it's so cool. Mm-hmm. It is so cool.
I'll have to see it after this.
Mm-hmm. Zen Ginger just did this exact video. She linked it. She linked it. Thank you.
Zen.
Thank you very much. Enrique Lopez says, I love leopard pleco. What do you think about those? I like those. I've got a buddy over in Colorado that has like 12 wild caught ones that he's never got breeding before. And then I got a buddy that lives up in Minnesota that's got some, I believe his are wild too, but he's got his going for the last 2 years. He's been getting his going, and I really like them a lot. The only thing I don't care for is the high pan citrus. I don't keep a lot of high pan citrus, so it kind of changes up whenever you do your feeding. I think they're high pan citrus anyhow. I think they're more of a carnivore. I might be wrong on that though. Puffers like live foods, helps keep cherry shrimp in their tank. That's a great idea, Mopar fanboy. We got 42 left. We got 4 minutes left, so we got time for one more question. It looks like I am at the bottom of the chat. So if anybody has any more questions, we got 4 minutes left. Filigree says leopard frogs are Pecatoya compta. No, they very well could be. They very well could be. My bus was just surrounded by 6 police cars to take a drug addict down. Good grief, geez. Sandy. Stay safe, Sandy.
It'd be like that out there.
Well, I had an incident the other day. Well, I didn't really have an incident. I'm making more out of it than what, but it's weird. I used to have a daughter that worked at a Casey's, and then Phoebe used to work at a Casey's, and I go to Casey's a lot. I've got that Casey's Rewards. I go to Casey's all over Iowa, and there was this one, I believe, Marshalltown. It's in Marshalltown. I was running low on gas on my way through Marshalltown, and I almost stopped at it then, but I didn't. It was like 11 o'clock in the morning sometime. But on my way back through later in the afternoon, I was on empty. My gas light was on, and I put my signal on and started to turn in, and there was caution tape all the way around it with cop cars. And I get back, and it was -7 degrees that day. And I get back, and I'm telling her, and she's like, one of the gas pumps probably froze.
Yeah.
Because it was vacated. No one was there but a highway patrol and a cop car. Then later on in the day, well, it was actually at night because I almost woke you up. You were kind of in and out of sleep. So it was at night when I finally found out. Hi, cutie. And there was an ex-employee that walked in there and tried to rob them, and he shot and killed one of the workers.
Yeah.
That was so sad. But I don't know what made me think of that. But, the 6 police cars around their bus.
Something got popping.
Be careful, Sandy.
Yes.
That Phantom looks wicked. Barb Adams is on here. She says, hi, love you. I didn't realize you were live. Aw, thanks, Mama.
Grandma Barb is on.
Granny Barb is on, Danny.
Hi, Grandma. Hi. Little Jeffrey here.
All right, guys. We still got 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. I haven't seen any questions.
We should do a dance. So Danny just dancing for the last
That little cutie.
She's like, I'm getting restless. I want you guys' undivided attention for the next 2 minutes. I don't care about your life.
They're talking about a pleco. Oh, he's talking about the Phantom cat. I betcha. Yeah, it would be awesome, but
not for $850.
I wonder if I could work out a deal where they give me one.
Okay, work on that. They give you one.
We could drive down there and get in warm temperatures.
February?
Florida.
Load up all these babies.
Yeah, you already know. We've done it before.
Yeah.
We drove all the way across the U.S. this last summer.
Not doing that again. We're flying next time.
I know, right?
Mm-mm.
Wait, what were other names you had in mind for Danny? Callie. Callie was another name.
Yeah.
If she was going to be a boy, I can't remember.
It was going to be Callie regardless.
Yeah, Callie if it was a boy, Callie if it was a girl.
Yeah, but
we didn't have any ideas for boys, really, did we?
Although I love the name Lucas, but
yeah,
we already have a Luke, so.
Great question, Leia.
Yeah, I think we did have other names. No, we did have other names.
I was thinking that we had one that started with an A. Not Andrew, but wasn't there one like Abraham? Didn't you think Abraham for a minute?
Like the name Abraham.
You thought Abraham for a boy for a minute. That was just for a minute.
Yeah.
I think I remember Abraham.
For it to be biblical.
Uh-huh. Filigree Aquatic says, what L number is that Titan? 273 or 418? Let me look real quick. I'll be able to tell you.
Enjoy this video compilation.
That one, the green, the L418, that is a nice one.
Pickers?
The 418 is probably the one that I would pick, Filigree. Yeah, the L418, it's the green Pinoc. Sometimes I want to say they call them the watermelon or the cucumber or something like that. They get really, really green. There was a bad to the bone one I saw on Facebook. I'm on all kinds of those Pleco pages, you know. Oh, there was this really awesome one the other day on there.
Oh.
Yeah, it was really nice. Willow.
Yeah,
we did have Willow.
Willow was pretty.
Yeah, Willow was good.
That was Leia's idea.
That was Leia's idea.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
Yeah, but
Danny, can we change it?
No.
I'm kidding. I know some breeders I can put you in contact with. Who are you talking to, Dankle?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're talking to John. All Things Fish is in the house. What is up, Mike?
Hey.
Jeffro and Phoebe, howdy, howdy. Hope you are having a great day. Finally getting a break from this cold crap. I know. 30-degree weather.
Ew, and he's
Bam. Bam, son. I actually went out this morning to get breakfast in shorts.
Oh, girl.
I'm not even kidding.
Ooh, so risque.
Had the old basketball Nikes on, you know what I'm saying?
I was going to say something about it.
Barb Adams comes in and says, hi, Phoebe and Danny. Looks like Danny is eating well. Yep.
Yeah, Grandma.
Granny Barb, she is a chunky monkey.
Mm-hmm. With that weak chin. No chin. It's okay, baby. It's fine.
I know. She's a happy baby, Mom.
You can grow into your beard.
She is such a happy baby. I was telling everybody earlier that every time she wakes up, either it's in the morning or wakes up from a nap, she tries her best not to look at you. She goes back and forth, and you follow her and you try to get in front of her, you know, to where she has to make eye contact with you. And when she finally makes eye contact with you, it just smiles ear to ear.
Let's see if we can do it on cue. Let's see.
All right,
go.
Boo. Hey, what are you doing? Are you my girlfriend? Huh? Are you Daddy's girl? Are you spitting at me? Huh? Are you spitting at me? I love you. Here, let's do it. I love you. Boo.
No, she's calling you a liar.
Boo.
She's like, wipe my face.
I love
She's
you.
smiling.
Boo. She's not giving me the full. She's like, what are you doing? We're live, Dad. Sun's out, guns out today, baby. I know. It has been so nice. It's not near as good as that Guam, weather that you were having. I just feel like it's going to get up in the 40s this week, and it's going to pop the cork. It's going to get rid of this winter.
Can't wait for spring.
And I am ready. We are at the end, the top of the hour. I want to thank everybody that came tonight. We had a great crowd.
Yeah.
Didn't have any troublemakers. It's just really good stream, guys. Thanks to everyone that came out.
And Carrie, core adorable. Kira Cordorable, sorry.
And hopefully you guys all have a great rest of your weekend. And we'll catch y'all again, same time next Saturday night.
Yeah.
And peace out, y'all.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye.
Now let's do this. End the live stream proceeding.